What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? In today's Love Fest, we're going to take a look at some data that came out today. Interesting information. Also, I'm going to give you my opinion on the stuff on the data, and I'm also going to give you an idea, my opinion, when I think we're going to start seeing rate cuts. Hint, it's going to be, in my opinion, 2024. We're also going to look at all the cryptos that I purchased today: Games for a Living, Synverse, Veracity, Labs Group, UBXS, STBU. We're going to look at all those charts, and we're going to look at Nakamoto chart as well, because this one is getting away from me. This thing is moving, and I have capital that I want to put into it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to let me. But we'll see. We're going to look at the chart together. And what else did I want to look at? Maybe the DXY and some other charts as well. And so without further ado, you already know how we do. Let's do this. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Let's do this. Right. Bitcoin. We always got to look at Bitcoin, right? Look at this little wick from yesterday. Got as high as 229, almost 300, 27, 300, right? More or less. And now we're coming back down. Government shutdown has something to do with this. Also, maybe the economic data that came out today, guys. I'm going to share that economic data with you guys. Basically, the short of it, right? For the most part, what we should get out of it is that inflation does seem to be cooling. The Fed seems to be doing their job, but there are signs that the economy is also slowing down, which is what the Federal Reserve wants. But let's see how much slower this economy is going to slow down, probably in the next couple of months. Consumers carrying more credit card debt, and we are seeing consumers having less in savings. Now, also of note, there's going to be 2 more opportunities at rate hikes, right? For the Federal Reserve, they're going to meet 2 more times, and the decision will come out. This next one, in my opinion, I don't think that we're going to see a rate hike, but in the next one, if inflation continues to go up, peak up or stay more or less, how they say, sticky at these levels, then we could see one more rate hike before the year is out. Now, when do I think we could see a reversal or a drop in rate hikes? I think somewhere around July of 2024. So basically the middle of next year in the summertime, which would be good. It would coincide with a lot of things. To me, it could also mean that the Bitcoin blow off top would probably be at around in 2025, more likely. We'll probably start seeing a run up sometime towards the end of that year. If the rate cut happens in July 2024, then we'll probably start seeing some type of run up, bullish momentum in the later half of 2024. All right, so something to keep in mind, guys. Let's look at the DXY. The DXY is looking like it has retested here, and it looks pretty strong because that is a huge wick coming up this way with a small little body right there. So we could be on our way here, guys. It's quite possible. Let's see if it tries to retest again, but that looks pretty definitive, right? Real huge bounce off of that 105.67. Looks like, okay, maybe this is a support, and let's see what we can do with attacking this, which is bad for the overall markets, guys. And we are seeing some red, but I mean that there could be a lot of different reasons why. The Dow Jones has rebounded and dropped again. That's not good. It had rebounded, and it looks like it's now red. It had rebounded yesterday, and now it looks like we're giving all that back and then some. That's not a good sign, guys. Just these little signs. You know, the NASDAQ did rebound today, and it came back a couple of good days, though. Previous to that, one good day, and now we're coming back down. Haven't given up all of the gains in the S&P 500. Okay, now let's get to and oil. Another thing that we have to start looking at, guys, if we don't already, is oil. Good that we rejected here, but part of the reason why for the slight uptick in inflation, not even a slight uptick in sticky inflation, I guess, is because of oil has been going up pretty hard. Although this area right here, 93.52, seems to be an area of resistance that I have outlined, and we seem to have rejected here. Let's see what happens, though. It has happened before, you know. which has caused the downturn. So we could play here, try to go through it. It never usually cuts. It never usually goes in the first attempt. I mean, or on an area of resistance. But this is pretty normal. Let's see what happens. Maybe we do come back down before we try again. But we'll see. We'll see. Something to keep an eye on. But if this goes down, and maybe that is in fact the case, if this goes down, that should be good for other things, and that would probably mean that inflation will start to go down a little more, and that would probably mean that no more rate hikes this year. But we'll see. We got to keep an eye on oil. That's why. That's the reason. We got to start connecting dots, guys. You know, as long as they're not. It's not even that we have to connect dots, guys. Everything is interconnected already. We just have to see all these connections and put all that stuff together. All right, let's look at the stuff that I bought today. First one is games for a living. I want to increase my bag of gaming tokens. All right, or well, increase my bag of gaming holding. Yeah, gaming holds, right? Hodl bags. Games for a living is one that I have identified as huge potential. The inflation on this is horrible. The tokenomics is ridiculously horrible. But still, with bad tokenomics, you know, if it reaches levels, I think it could definitely 50x, which is like on the low side for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 100x, but still, this one looks like it's a definite 50x. Not definite, but pretty good chances. Great pedigree as far as the people that are running this thing, and it has huge buzz. And I've been waiting for this thing. Look at this chart from inception. It's a relatively brand new project, and look how strong it's looked. That's not how projects look. Normally they come down first when they go live, and then they come back up if they come back up. This one's been up since the beginning, so that's why. And I've been waiting. I've been buying here, unfortunately, because I just wasn't a believer because of the tokenomics here, but then I became a believer once after I kept hearing it over and over again. So I'm like, all right, let me just listen. Start buying some GFL. And I erroneously thought it was on the Ethereum network. I don't like the Ethereum network. It's too costly, although I do have a couple of Ethereum network plays, contracts that are over there in that network. But it's just too costly. I don't like it. And I thought this was on there, so that's another reason why I didn't buy. And turns out it was on BSC, which is a network that I like because it's a lot cheaper. Anyways, so this thing might drop down here, maybe. We're looking at this chart against the USD. Okay, yeah, cool. 2 cents. It could drop to 2 cents. Right now it's 2 cents 44, right? 0.0244. And it looks like maybe we are dropping. If we put the Fibonacci lines on it, let's see if we can find some other points. Yeah, definitely. I could see the 50 retracement to 50, which would be right around there. And then, you know, usually they do a 618 and they do a 786 retracement. These altcoins, after they pump, they're done pumping, they do it, and we're definitely due. Look at this, just pumped from inception, basically. So, you know, some pullback is required, and I think, and if it does happen, I'll buy some more. I have some money allocated to it. Let's just talk about Naka right now. This is one that I didn't buy, and man, I knew about it here. I don't know why I didn't pay attention to it. Stupidity. But then one of those things again where it just appeared everywhere. I'm like, this is such a good play. Thankfully, I did buy around here, right? I did buy around here. So I mean, I think maybe here. I think I do have a decent bag, right? But I have way more capital that I wanted to allocate to it, you know. And I could have done it here, and I just didn't, like a fool, because I didn't know this was gonna happen. This pump up, it's just strong. And then I thought, okay, well, you know, maybe it's just a fake out and it's kind of come back in, and it just didn't. It went up, and I just haven't been able to really put the money that I want into it. Right now it's at 60 cents. I mean, I thought this area at 60 cents was going to be rejection, and I thought that it did. So I'm like, okay, I'll wait to see it, have it come back down here, and it just didn't. Look, these are the points that I thought maybe it could have hit, like here, 36 cents, 31 and 25. I was like, I'm gonna go in. But never happened, guys, and so I just lost my opportunity. And right now, I'm tempted, but I'm not. I don't like to chase pumps, and it's hard to do. It's hard not to do, but you got to kind of not do it. So every now and again, right? Every rule is meant to be broken. But right now, I'm gonna have to ride with the bag that I have. Like I said, it's not horrible, but it's definitely not. It's less than half of what I wanted to put in here. So I'm up on this. I'm up, but this thing is just getting away from me. That's what it is. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's here, and then this is the fake out that I thought was here, and maybe it does drop back down here to 43 cents, or maybe back into this triangle. You know, it's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible, guys. And you know, especially if crypto and the rest of the markets go down, NAC is not going to just keep going up. Although it's a great project, obviously, and I would love to put more into it. But here, I have to reassess and decide what I want to do. If you're not in this project at all, then yeah, I mean, this is still a good area, because then, you know, we got to zoom out, right? We got to zoom out and take a look. We're still down, guys. You know, we're still down from these levels. So, I mean, it's still not bad. And that's we're looking right here at the all-time high on the first day. $8, guys. $8. It's at 62 cents. So, I mean, still, you know, got to think about that as well. But again, I'm going to be patient. Okay, there's so many other plays out there too. But I think this one is, again, like this one and GFAL are like the two ones that I think are going to do the best as far as my gaming, that maybe not return wise. I think they're just going to do really well as far as just overall. I think they're just really two good projects, right? Because lower caps, cryptos, maybe they don't go as high as them, but return wise, you know, percentage wise, they do a better job. All right, so Synverse is another one that I bought today, and again, that's the same type of play. How are we doing here for time? Synverse, also on BSC is where I buy it, and it's just been dropping and dropping. And I've known about this token for a while. I think I've mentioned all this stuff, but thank God I just was patient enough to just wait. Because look at where we are. Imagine if I had bought here, where I had known about this thing. But I actually knew about it in the last cycle, actually, when it came out, really. But I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting, and thankfully, this is where I've been buying. So that's pretty good. This little pump got people excited. But we've seen these pumps before, right? And they come back down. So let's see if this is in fact the floor. Hopefully it is. Again, I've been buying, but I've been nibbling. Right now, I'm gonna reassess how much capital I want to allocate to it. Maybe I've only put in half of what I wanted, or maybe that's 100%. I'm not sure. But I'll let you guys know. All right. But I have been buying here, and I bought today. I have a nice average, I think. And let's see, next one, Veracity. Veracity is interesting. Monday is a big day for Veracity. They're gonna discuss what they're gonna do with their tokenomics, and apparently the speculators think it's gonna be positive, because look at this pump right here from out of this area. I thought maybe it was just gonna show its head and come back down. It did not. It pumped pretty hard, although it doesn't mean it can't come back down later, but we'll see if maybe we're back up in this territory above 40.0040, and people thinking that tokenomics are going to be fixed and enhanced or made better, right? In anticipation of that, they believe that that'll cause a pump, which, you know, it quite possibly would. I'm really close to hitting my goal of what I wanted to hit there, so I mean, I can and I have more capital allocated to this project. So I can wait. I can be patient and see what's going on. Although I did buy today, had to. I think I bought a little bit before this, but I can't be sure. It doesn't matter, because my overall is pretty good. I was hoping to get it down at 0.0035, so that's why I haven't finished acquiring all that I want to acquire. But I have a little left, not a whole lot left to acquire, so I can afford to be patient. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it'll come back down, and we can catch it around in the 0.0038s. But we'll see. Labs Group again. Labs Group, risky play for right now. But I think people are starting to see that this was an overreaction, and, you know, and that's starting to come up. And if that's the case, then I will be a happy boy that I bought this stuff right here. And I think this project is going to do well. We are waiting for an AMA here, as well. Labs Group is again Monday. This one is on. I'm sorry. Monday is Veracity's. That's a big one. And then soon we're expecting an AMA with the CEO of Labs Group, so he can clarify some things. That's what the community wants, and I'm pretty sure the CEO is going to give it to him. Waiting for that. That should be good. If it's good, this thing's going to go back up or around here, because it's really just the community upset. Okay. UBXS that I mentioned to you guys yesterday. I bought some today again. Small project, man, less than $1 million market cap, and they're doing some good things. When I saw that, I'm like, I have to buy a little more. So we can see right here, it's waking up. Maybe it could be like a cup and handle, maybe, you know what I mean, which is usually a good sign. That maybe it could come back up here to these levels. Boom, like it did this, boom, and right back up here. I'll be in some nice profits. Let's see what happens. STBU. Stobox, they had an AMA today with land share. Well, I'll give you a bonus of land share. STBU, and they come off as pretty smart guys, man. The Russian accents help, I guess. Pump, come back down, but then I see maybe we're not going back to this level, so that's why I'm like, let me buy today just in case. And I have pretty much everything in. I have maybe like 10% that I need to put in, so I'm just gonna wait to see for a nice entry and close out that hodl bag and just leave it there and see what happens with Stobox. Looks pretty cool. I think this area is not a pretty good area to buy. I've lowered my average on that. And I think that is it, boys and girls. If there are girls watching, cool. Welcome to crypto. There's not many of you. It's mostly us guys, huh? Which is sad, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's it, guys. GFAL, Games for a Living, Sinverse, Veracity, Labs, UBXS, STBU, and I also put in Naka, although I didn't buy Naka. I bought the other ones. Naka is one that if it's not on your radar, it definitely should be, because that's going to be 100x too. From these levels, yeah, I would say so. Okay, all right, that's it, guys. So let's leave it at that. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll put another video out on Monday, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you get the notifications. I'm going to do a video Monday through Friday talking about low caps, talking about the markets, trying to get an idea of the short term, the long term. The long term is pretty much set, as far as, you know, we can't always keep talking about, yeah, it's going to hit 200 in 2025. I can't do that, but I mean, that's pretty much my whole thinking. And so before that, we're preparing ourselves, especially before the halving event, right? So these videos should be important. If you like low cap gems, I'm going to give it to you straight, because that's how I do it, and the information that I got is good. So also consider giving a like, because that helps the algorithms, and putting a commentary in down there. Leave a comment so I can read them. I'll respond to all of them. All right, thanks guys, talk to you later. Peace.